Tell us, what do we do? What are we to do? How are we to respond to situations when they've gone from bad to worse? Because I just don't know how to handle. I don't know how to cope. I don't know how to deal. It's interesting, my brothers and my sisters, because I ran across this text that seemed to give us a glimpse of hope in how we are to handle situations when they have moved from bad to worse. We're introduced, first of all, to a man by the name of Jairus. And this was not just any old man. This happened to be a ruler of the synagogue. Now, for some of you, that may not mean much because, we're so far removed from this milieu, so far removed from the context, this first century Mediterranean culture, so not really understanding and or appreciating the context of a ruler in the synagogue during the time of Jesus. But you must understand that Jesus was not seen as the hero, as it were, that we see him as today. He was not necessarily viewed by the majority as the Messiah. He was not the whole, in terms of the wide view and accepted view. No, Jesus in his day and time, y'all, was considered by many to be a lunatic. He was considered to be a heretic. He was not one that had been embraced as the Messiah. By some, yes, they were beginning to understand him as such and put their trust in him and follow him and so on and so forth. But by the masses, in particular by the religious community and the Pharisees and the Sadducees and so on and so forth, they did not view Jesus as such. And so to affiliate yourself with Jesus, especially on that level, and to have the stature that these men had, the rulers of the synagogue and such, it was political and career suicide. And in many regards, it could have been physical suicide, or putting yourself in a position where your life could be taken to affiliate and to associate yourself with Jesus. So it was not a good move for anyone, especially a ruler of the synagogue, to associate themselves with Jesus. But I've stopped by to tell somebody that when you find yourself in a situation where things have gotten pretty bad in your life and pretty hectic in your life, all that other stuff goes out the window. See, when you get in a jam that's really a show enough jam, when your back is show enough against the wall, all that other stuff goes out the window, and you need help, and you need it right now. Somebody say right now. You need it quicker than a New York minute, faster than right now, and quicker than immediately. And my brothers and my sisters, that's where Jairus found himself. He was in a situation where he says, I need help, and I need help right now. I'm in a situation where I am in over my head. My daughter is at the point of death. And there's nothing that I can do to save her. There's nothing that I can do that can stop the process of her demise. I don't know what else to do. And so, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I'll give this Jesus a try. I've heard all these people talking about him. I've seen all these people come from his crusades. And many of them are testifying how he opened up their eyes and how he unstopped deaf ears. And I've heard that he even fed 5,000 with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. I've heard how he calmed the storm on the sea. And I've heard how he did this and how he's done that. Just maybe, I'll give Jesus a try. My brothers and my sisters, when we find ourselves in situations that have moved from bad to worse, I want to suggest to you that we do the same thing that Jairus did. And the thing that he did, number one, was he demonstrated to us what we are to do, and that is to take our situations to the master. Take it to the master. That's what Jairus did. He took it to the master. He says, you know what? I don't know what else to do. I'm in a situation where I can't pay my way out of this. I'm in a situation where my connections uptown, downtown, and around town can't get me out of this. I'm in a situation that, I've got prestige and I've got prominence. I even got me, a good job, and I've got good stature, so I got money in the bank. I got a corner office window, a corner office with a nice window and all of that. Got my own parking spot. I got all this going on. But none of that means anything when it comes to the situation that I'm facing, the crisis that I'm facing right now. I don't know what else to do. And since I've heard all this to do and all this uproar and all this talk about Jesus, I'm going to give him a try. And that's exactly what Jairus did. He took his situation to the master.